Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Sarah Bagleton. I am the director and creator of Uniquely Designed Business Courses for Total Business Roundup Academy. And we're here today to help entrepreneurs, managers, educators, professionals, and creatives that are visioning, planning, scaling for success in business. Now we're going to do a recap, and the recap is about our 5th video, which we did last week, and it was talking about consulting, because you need at times different ways of getting help, and consulting is one of those ways. You can get consulting on what you're planning on doing. We talked about your vision, we talked about your strategy, and we also talked about your product and your services. So those are things that by now you've had some time to talk about. So put in the comments down at the bottom what you've been thinking about and give us a clue as to what those things are going to be. So this week, this is our 6th video, and we're going to be talking about coaching. Coaching is another avenue in which we can help you. Our platform is about success for success. We're here to help you strategize and plan for those things that you'd like to do. And we want you to be assured and have confidence that when you come to us, we have 58 plus years of helping people and doing what they need to get their life and their career together. So you can put in at the bottom of the screen in a comment about what you're thinking and what you would like us to do. Consulting was the first one that we started with, but as I said, like today, we're going to be starting with coaching. Coaching is for people that are trying to change job, new entrants into job, executives, middle and lower level management executives that are trying to change jobs and to do something different, or even open another business or a business for themselves. That's what coaching is about, so we can help you do that. Have you been on a job for a long time and haven't felt comfortable with being there and wanting to do something else for yourself? Do you feel like it's something that you want to do? If that's the case, then you can go on and give us a comment at the bottom of the screen and let us know what you're thinking about leaving your job or trying to start another business. This is what we do. We're here to help. So let us know about that. How does that make you feel? Is that something scary? I bet it is. Leaving your job and are changing from one part of your job to another skill level. That's something that is really scary, but it can be done. You can do this. You just need somebody to talk with you. You need somebody that understands what you're trying to do, to give you a plan. A lot of times that's all we need is a plan. We have to have something in mind that we want to do, something that you enjoy, something that you've always dreamed about doing. These things can be done. Don't ever think that you have to be in a position of where you have to stay and be blocked when you're trying to progress on a job because of whatever may be happening on your job. You know, sometimes you can be on a job for years and not get along with your coworkers or your boss, and you just really don't want to be there. But just think about this. Plan what you're going to do before you get involved in leaving. Always plan what you're going to do so that you can know what the next step is going to be and so that you can feel comfortable about leaving. So put in the comments at the bottom of the screen and let us know what you're thinking. Let us know how we can help you. Put that on the comments and let us know. We want to be able to be on. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just had a question. So when you were in the workforce and you weren't working for yourself, did you feel like unfulfilled with your job? Is that why you made the decision to own businesses and work for yourself?
Yes, it is. I was very uncomfortable. I felt like I could do better on my own. And I had a lot of good ideas that I thought would work because I came up with them and they fit what I wanted to do and who I was as a person. I never really worked for anyone other than myself. You know, it was good when I was out there working to get some experience and all of that. And the experience that I got was understanding how to communicate with people and knowing how to do that. That's very critical in business. I had a lot of friends when I was at work, my coworkers, and I had a lot of different bosses and all of that stuff. But I never wanted to be anywhere that I felt like I could do better for myself.
Yeah. And I know you said in your previous videos that you knew what you wanted to do. You wanted to own your own businesses. Did you had to understand what that was all about, or did you have an idea what that was all about?
Yes, I did, because I had already gone to school. Not only that, before I went to college, I had studied. I knew that I wanted to be in management. I wanted to be in business, and I knew that I had to do certain things. So I studied. I read up on everything in management that I could do, that I could read about, to understand what it was about. I was looking at charts. I was looking at management styles. I was looking at employees and how employees were treated, how we should treat our employees as managers, and how we should help our employees. I read up on all of that stuff. And I did that for a long time. I used to sit up in the room. I don't know if my children remember it or not, but I used to have a room full of books, all on different walls, where I was just reading, because I understood. I knew that I wanted to be in business. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have my own employees so that I could treat them well, and so that I could let them know there's better things out there. There is a way of having a good life working for yourself. And so I knew that I could do that. But I knew that I needed a lot of skills in order to put that together. But finally I did put it together, because all of that reading and going to school really did pay off. It did.
And then how did you even figure out what goals you had to work on first?
Well, here's the thing. I figured out that I needed to do the most important things first. The most important thing for me was making sure that I had money. So I had already worked on that. That was the biggest thing, because you got to have money to do what you need to do. So I went to work.
Yeah.
I worked up at the airport for 3 years. I started a budget, and I kept up with it. I figured out I had to have a lot of money. So I worked up there. I worked up there to the date that I said I was going to be up there, and no longer. I told my bosses when I first began up there, I'm only going to be here for about 3 years. I said, I'm opening up my own business. And they knew that I would, because I was a supervisor up there. And I was a pretty tough lady up there working with guys. And they did what I needed them to do. I was pretty tough, but I got those guys to do what I wanted them to do. And I was able to stay there and make the money that I needed. That was the most important thing to me. And then the next thing was setting up the business structure in the way that I wanted it. Choosing a business, which I had already chosen what I wanted to do. I chose that business, and I worked and put everything in place. Did all of my advertisement. I did all of my forms. I did all of everything that I needed in that office, all of my equipment. I found my building. I mean, I was bent on opening up a business and running a business to be free. To me, freedom is doing what you need to do for yourself and being capable, having enough skills to do it. So that's how I did everything.
Yeah, and it sounds like you were like deliberate in what you wanted to do, what you needed to do.
Yes.
And on that path, just staying focused, and you had your vision.
Yes, that is the vision. That is the vision. When you can follow things through and step by step, and you don't have to follow anybody's format but your own. And that's what I like about business, is because you don't have to do what people want you to do. You can only as a service. But other than that, you can do in your business what you want to do, as long as you're credible, As long as people, you get along with people, you know how to communicate with people, you get along with your staff will do anything for you. And believe me, mine did. They would do what I needed them to do. They took care of me, and I took care of them. I loved them, and they loved me. And that is the type of business that we want you all to have today. We want you all to understand, hey, I can do this. Sarah said I can do it. I can do it. And I can show you how to do it. That's just all it is to it. If you trust and let us help you, and let's work together so that we can get this thing done. It's not that difficult. You just have to let us know how you want to do things. We'll give you a direction on what it is you need to do. So now we're going to talk about life. Life is set up the same way. You have to figure out what it is you want to do. You run it, you're running your life like you're running the business. It's different, but it's pretty much has the same sort of guidelines. You have to run your life in a way that's reputable, that you can feel comfortable doing, and that you're proud of, a life that you can respect. That's the kind of life you want to live. And sometimes we need structure. And so I just wanted to tell you about that today. Hopefully we have said something here today that's encouraging to you, and that you can take away something that's going to be helpful for you. I just hope that we have. And I want to thank you guys for showing up, as you always do, and giving us an opportunity to talk with you and to guide you. When you think about us, just know that we're here to help. Allow us the opportunity to help you. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to seeing you again.